Good evening, I'm Sonia Kaleselvam and this is KiniNews. Tengku Zafrul has addressed talks about him joining PKR. He confirmed that he had discussions with PKR but said he has not made a decision to apply to any party yet.
Umno Supreme Council member Tengku Zafrul Abdul Aziz has admitted that he had engaged in talks with PKR. However, he said he had not made a decision yet. In a statement last night, Zafrul said he had not made a decision regarding membership in any party, although, as Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim mentioned, there have been discussions on this matter with relevant parties. He added that if he were to arrive at a decision, he would be courteous about it and inform Umno formally. He also stressed that during this early discussion there had been no talks about positions at the state level or to have a by-election. Zafrul said that he had moved on from the corporate world to join the government so that he could serve the people and contribute to the nation's development. He added that in doing so, his political focus is also on doing a good job for the people's benefit. He believes Malaysians are sick and tired of unhealthy and petty politics, including unfounded behind-the-scenes attacks, sabotage, and so on. Zafrul added that it is public knowledge that he had voiced frustrations with Selangor Umno, but the state party chapter remains unchanged. As such, he said in choosing a suitable political platform to develop the country and its people, as he stated, he had talks with PKR.
Meanwhile, when asked for comments, Amiruddin said all parties should look at the bigger picture when discussing the matter.
Selangor Menteri Besar Amiruddin Shari is keeping an open mind about the possibility of Tengku Zafrul Abdul Aziz joining PKR. He reportedly said that parties within the coalition government must look at the bigger picture when discussing the matter. Amiruddin was quoted as saying by Sinar Harian that they had discussed thoroughly what would have been better if Zafrul joins PN or remains together in the unity government. He added that this matter had to be considered within a big framework and not influenced by the demands of specific groups. Commenting further, Amiruddin said, Zafrul's talks with PKR have been informal thus far and have not been discussed with the central leadership or the political bureau. He said if there was an official application to join, then a discussion must be held with their allies in the unity government. Amiruddin also reiterated that he will be sticking around as Menteri Besar until 2028. Yesterday, Zafrul confirmed that he had approached PKR about the possibility of joining, but has not made a decision yet. He also dismissed speculation that he would be replacing Amiruddin as Menteri Besar.
If you'd like to access the news like this and more, scan the QR code on the screen and subscribe to Malaysia Kini. Still on the topic, a PKR leader has hit out at Akmal Saleh over his comments on the issue. Dr Sathia Prakash also called on BN to review Akmal's position in the coalition, saying he was a thorn in the flesh of the government.
A PKR leader has told BN to review Umno Youth Chief Dr Muhamad Akmal Saleh's position in the coalition. This came after Akmal proposed that BN reassess its ties with its friends who did not respect them. Akmal had said this after news emerged that Tengku Zafrul Abdul Aziz was exploring defecting from Umno to PKR. Responding to this, PKR Deputy Secretary General Dr Sathia Prakash questioned why Akmal is only kicking up a fuss about party hopping now, but not during the Sheraton Move. He asked where Akmal was when BN agreed to cooperate with Pakatan Nasional to form a new federal government through the Sheraton Move, even though PN took 13 of their MPs after the general election in 2018. He told Malaysia Kini that if Pakatan Harapan courts even one Umno leader, they want to review their position in the government, but if PN takes 13 Umno MPs, it's not an issue. Sathia said BN should instead review Akmal's position as he is a thorn in the flesh of the government. On Saturday, Akmal suggested that BN re-examine its relationship with coalition partners, following the rumors about Zafrul, saying this showed a lack of respect.
UMNO Secretary General Ashraf Wajdi Duzuki also commented on the matter. Let's take a look at what he said.
UMNO has objected to the alleged plans for its Supreme Council member Tengku Zafrul Abdul Aziz to jump ship and join PKR. In a post on Facebook, UMNO Secretary General Ashraf Wajdi Duzuki said the party views seriously the statement by Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim confirming that there were initial discussions. He said Anwar had reached out to UMNO President Ahmad Zahid Hamidi about Zafrul's alleged plans. In response to this, he stressed that Umno would not accept or allow party hopping for any members of the coalition government. He said the culture of poaching members or leaders from each other's parties will only cause arguments and fights that threaten the stability of the coalition. He also highlighted the bitter experience of past political alliances, where the government collapsed because of betrayal, party hopping, and poaching of members from within the alliance. Yesterday, Anwar confirmed that initial discussions had taken place within the party regarding Zafrul's potential entry.
Moving on, Hasan Karim has defended Anwar Ibrahim's response on Najib's addendum. He said the response was right and should be accepted by all parties.
Pasir Gudang MP Hassan Abdul Karim has defended Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's refusal to confirm or deny the existence of a royal addendum involving Najib Abdul Razak. In a statement, Hassan, who is also a lawyer, said Anwar's actions are in line with the principle of separation of power as the case is pending at the Court of Appeal, with a hearing only slated in January. He said Anwar's answer in Parliament is right and accurate, that as a Prime Minister, head of the Cabinet and Executive, he can't precede the courts. He added that they should wait patiently for the Court of Appeal's decision and let the Parliament, Executive, and Judiciary carry out their respective duties. Last week, Anwar told Parliament that he can't comment on the addendum just yet, as it would be sub judice, pending the courts deciding on the case. He also said he can't comment on the King's decision without royal permission unless it has been decided by the courts. However, he revealed that he had suggested to the current king to deliberate on the matter with the Pardons Board. Anwar's response was met with brickbats, with lawyer Latifa Koya saying the Prime Minister should not hide behind the royal institution.
Muhyiddin Yassin will have to pay Lim Guan Eng 400,000 ringgit by December 31st. This is in relation to the defamation suit against him over statements he had made against Lim relating to the Al-Bukhari Foundation.
The High Court today ordered Bersatu President Muhyiddin Yassin to pay 400,000 ringgit out of the more than 1.4 million ringgit in judgment debt in a defamation suit to former Penang Chief Minister Lim Guan Eng before the year ends. The court also granted a conditional stay against Muhyiddin at a cost of 5,000 ringgit and ordered for him to pay the remaining 1.02 million ringgit by January 27th. On December 9th, Lim filed a bankruptcy notice against Muhyiddin for failing to pay the 1.402 million ringgit judgment ordered by the High Court on November 8th. The action was taken after Muhyiddin applied to postpone payment of the judgment debt on the same day. Muhyiddin had said that the amount is substantial and he needed time to gather it, but was willing to deposit 50% of the amount in a fixed deposit account to be held by Lim's lawyer, pending the hearing and disposal of his appeal at the Court of Appeal. On November 8th, the court ordered Muhyiddin to pay 1.35 million ringgit in damages to Lim for defamation relating to the revocation of tax exemption for Yayasan Al-Bukhari. The court also ordered Muhyiddin to pay 50,000 ringgit in costs.
Next, we have a branded capsule by Taylor's College.
Taylor's College has collaborated with SKRPS Banun in Gerit, Perak to launch an immersive learning hub aimed at empowering the Orang Asli community in partnership with Cikgu Sean, the winner of the Rice Educator Award 2024.
Rice Educator Award has been created by Taylor's College to recognise teachers across the country who has contributed significantly through their teaching capability to bring out the best in students. Cikgu Sean really stands out among the rest of the participants because of his transformative teaching ability, especially for the flight simulator. We saw how this particular method he used, which is experiential learning, he enabled his students who don't have the experience out there to know what the environment is like to be in a flight.
With 20,000 ringgit in funding from Taylor's College, Cikgu Sean, a former teacher at SKRPS Banun, has brought his vision to life by establishing a versatile hub where students, parents and the community can gather to learn and collaborate.
Imagine this, like you're going into a class and you have about 2 out of 22 students who can read. So how then do you teach the textbooks to a class who cannot even read? So I think learning should be fun. It it starts with engaging our students, building that learning motivation in them before we speak about focusing on the syllabus, going through the exams and whatnot. So through our hands-on approach, we have seen an increase in attendance in some classes and also an increase in motivation in learning for some students.
The Learning Hub, with its 3 distinct zones tailored to specific educational needs and adaptable to diverse teaching methods, reflected Taylor's College commitment to fostering inclusive and transformative education for all communities.
That's all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Sonia Kaliselvam. Thanks for watching.